Good morning, children. I hope you had written the notes that I sent yesterday. I hope you have written in the workbook and learned those answers. Okay, and in the previous class, we have completed up to this. That is Shylock's conversation, and the last part of it I'll read. This was a way to thrive, and he was blessed. And thrift is a blessing if men steal it not. Okay, and thrift is a blessing, and profit is a blessing if men do not steal it. And Shylock was telling about someone. Okay, uh, whom did he talk about? Okay, it is here in the conversation, that is Jacob and Laban. Who was Jacob? Jacob was the third successor. Okay, the founder or the father of Jewish nation is Abraham, and the second successor is Isaac, and the third one is Jacob. And we had come across the story how Jacob became the third successor. Actually, who had to become the successor? Yes, it was Esau, the eldest son. But he could not get the birthright blessings because before Esau came, Jacob got the birthright blessings from his father Isaac. That's how Jacob became the third successor. And afraid of his brother, Jacob ran away from home. And where did he go? Yes, he went to his uncle's house, that is Laban's house. Okay, so here we have come across this story of Jacob and Laban. Okay, so Jacob was working for Laban, and so they entered into an agreement. And what was that agreement? Okay, it is here. Okay, all the younglings which were streaked and pied should fall as Jacob's hire. That was the agreement. Okay, so Jacob and Laban um, entered into an agreement that Jacob would receive as his wages the lambs which were born with spots and stripes. So this is what the agreement was. And so finally, Shylock says that profit is a blessing if men steal it not, because uh, it is said that Jacob was blessed and he thrived. Okay, so he was or he became a successful man. Okay, we'll go to the next part. This was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for, a thing not in his power to bring to pass, but swayed and fashioned by the hand of heaven. Was this inserted to make interest good, or is your gold and silver ewes and rams? So this is what Antonio's reply is. Okay, so so Antonio said, see, this was something against, or it was not in the hands of men. That was the power that was not in the hands of men. It because it was completely the work of God. Okay, it was influenced by the hand of God. That means men could not have done anything. Okay, so because he was telling about how Jacob got a lot of ewes and rams. Okay, they gave, that means most of the lambs were uh, striped and streaked. Okay, so that's why he said it was not in the power of man. Okay, and it was a thing which his power could not cause to happen, and it was controlled by the hand of God. That's what, hand of heaven. Okay, and now Antonio asked Shylock why he mentioned this here. Okay, why Shylock mentioned about Laban and Jacob and their agreement here. Okay, uh, so he's asking whether, see, Shylock, do you want to justify your uh, way of taking interest? Do you want to justify your dealings? Then again he asks, or do you think your gold is silver, your gold and silver use in rams? Okay, so again Antonio asked Shylock, do you think your gold and silver are use and rams? Okay, why did he ask like that? Okay, use and rams. So here use, EWES, is pronounced as use. Okay, use means female sheep, female sheep. Okay, and so he asked whether uh, his gold and silver are ewes and rams. So ewes and rams, they okay, the ewes give birth to the young ones. You know, the sheep and goats, they give birth to young ones in 6 months. The next 6 months again they give birth. So they go on like increasing. The number of the lambs will be increasing. So that's what Antonio asked, whether the gold and silver that Shylock has are like ewes and rams. Will they give birth and then multiply? This is the question that Antonio asked Shylock. I cannot tell. I make it breed as fast, but not me signal. So he says, Shylock says he cannot say that, but what he does is that he makes his money increase as fast as ewes and rams. That's what he says. Okay, just like ewes give birth to the young ones, then again the next after 6 months again giving birth. So Shylock tells that he also makes his money breed as fast as the ewes and rams. Okay, but not me, Signor, but listen to me, Signor Antonio. Mark you this, Bassanio. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul producing holy witness is like a villain with a smiling cheek, a goodly apple rotten at the heart. Oh, what a goodly outside falsehood hath. Okay. So Antonio asked Bassanio, hey, Bassanio, you listen to this, take note of this. See, a devil is quoting the scripture for his purpose. Okay, so the devil is quoting now, because you know Shylock had uh, told the example of Jacob and Laban, that they are the their stories are there in the Bible. So that's why Antonio says to Bassanio that the devil can cite, the devil can quote the whole from the holy scriptures to justify his own purpose. So he wants to justify himself. Okay, so that's why he quotes from the scripture. An evil soul producing holy witness. See, an evil soul, that means a bad man. Okay, a bad man producing a holy argument, a holy witness, a holy argument. And it's like when when an evil man produces holy argument, it's like what? It's like a villain with a smiling cheek, you know. A villain. A villain means a person who has evil thoughts in his heart to harm others. But he has a smiling cheek. He smiles at everyone and to pretend that he is a good person. So that's what said. A bad man quoting from the scriptures is like a villain. There's a comparison. So such a bad man is like a villain with a smiling cheek, because in the heart of hearts he has only evil thoughts, but he has a very good smile on his face, so people may trust him. A goodly apple rotten at the heart, oh what a goodly outside falsehood hath. Okay, so this part is completely about see that appearances. Okay, we should not, yes, rely on the appearances. Appearances are always deceptive. That's what. A goodly apple rotten at the heart. When you buy, or when your parents buy apples from the market, sometimes when you see the apple, it will be very beautiful and colorful. Okay, there are different color apple, like green, red, slight yellowish orange, like. Okay, so when you take that apple, it looks very beautiful, but sometimes when we cut the apple, we find that inside there will be worms and rot, sometimes worms, and sometimes it's completely rotten and we won't be able to eat that apple. But outwardly it looks very beautiful. That's what Antony says. A goodly apple rotten at the heart. So nobody will be able to find out the inside. What is going on in a man's heart? A goodly apple rotten at the heart. Okay, a very beautiful apple, but it is rotten inside. Oh, what a goodly outside falsehood hath. Okay, so so again we can say that appearances are deceptive. So the outer appearance, okay, a fine, a beautiful, goodly outside means beautiful outer appearance, a goodly outside. So a beautiful outer appearance sometimes will be falsehood. Okay, so appearances are always deceptive, or we can say all that glitters is not gold. Okay, so do not judge by the outer appearance. So this is what Antonio replies when Shylock tells this. Shylock, 3,000 ducats, it's a good round sum. 3 months from 12. Then let me see the rate. Okay, now Shylock tells, okay, again he's coming back to that 3,000 ducats. See, in olden times, the 3,000 ducats is a very big amount. Okay, so he's again calculating. Oh, 3,000 ducats, it is a good round sum. It's a big amount of money. And 3 months from 12, that means 12 months make a year. So that means, okay, so from that 3 months, then let me see the rate. Okay, well, Shylock, shall we be beholding to you? So now finally Antonio asks, okay, Shylock, are you going to give us the money? Shall we be beholding to you? Okay. Shall we be beholding to you means, okay, will you give us the money, or can you help us? Are you going to help us, or are you going to give us the money? Are you going to give, or you can say lend us the money? Are you going to lend us the money? Shall we be beholding to you? What did you understand from this? Shall we be beholding to you? Antonio asks Shylock whether he is going to lend them the money. Okay, Shylock. Signer Antonio, many a time and oft in the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still I have borne it with a patient shrug. Now you see that Shylock was waiting for a chance. Okay, so he said, see, Signer Antonio, sir, many a time and oft, that means many times, often, okay, and many times in the Rialto. Okay, what is Rialto, children? Do you remember? Okay, Rialto is the stock exchange in Venice, and this is the place where merchants gather to have their business transaction. Okay, that is Rialto, the business stock exchange in Venice. Many a time and oft in the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and usances. So he says, now one by one Shylock tells how Antonio insulted Shylock. Number one, what is that? Yes, Antonio has abused him. Tell many abusive things about Shylock in the Rialto. About what? About my monies and my usances. Okay, about his money lending business. Monies here, the profit, and his usances. So usury. So usances here, or usury or usances, the money lending business. Not simply money lending, lending money and taking a high rate of interest. That is what usury or usance. Okay, I hope you understood about my monies and my usances. So that is the first thing that Shylock points out, like the insult that he has undergone, or how Antonio has insulted him. Okay, so first one is Shylock says that Antonio had abused him many times in the Rialto about his money and his money lending business. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug. So he says, even then, he just bore it. Okay, he patiently bore all those. Okay, he shrugged his shoulders, and he patiently bore or endured all this. Still I have borne, here B-O-R-N-E, okay, borne, that means bear, bore, borne. He has endured with a patient shrug. He has shrugged his shoulders and endured it patiently. For, here for means because sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. Because you know why? So Shylock is telling Antonio why he endured all this, endured it, or patiently bore all this. Why? Because sufferance, the here sufferance means patience. Patience is the badge of all our tribe, because he says that patience is the characteristics of all the Jewish people, all our tribe, all the Jewish people. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spit upon my Jewish gabardine. Now the next insult. You call me misbeliever. So the next is, say, you have to note all this, okay? Shylock tells that the second insult was that Antonio has called him a misbeliever. You know that we have learned in, I think, in the second scene that Jewish people did not believe in Jesus Christ, that Jesus is the Son of God or he came as the Savior. Okay, so that's why they were called misbeliever. And cutthroat dog. The next, how did he abuse him? Antonio called Shylock as a murderous, cruel dog. And then what did he do? See the next thing? And spit upon my Jewish gabardine. You know, the Jewish people, they wear not like pants and shirt, they just wear a robe, just like, okay, the people in the Middle East and in Gulf countries, have you seen? They wear their traditional dress, that is just like a gown, okay, a robe, a long robe. So that is what here he tells. The robe that is worn by the Jewish people, that is what? Gabardine. So you have to pronounce it correctly. It is gabardine, gabardine. So what did Antonio do? Antonio spat upon his Jewish gabardine. He just spat on his Jewish gabardine. And then, and all for use of that which is mine own. So Shylock tells, why? Why did he insult me like this? Just because I was using my own money. That means Shylock mockingly tells that he did not take anybody's money. He did not steal anyone's. He underwent, or he had undergone all these insults from Antonio just because he was using his own money. That means Shylock's own profit and money. Well, then it now appears you need my help. Now you need my help. He sarcastically, well, then you need my help. Go to. Then you come to me and you say, Shylock, you would have monies. You say so, that you did void your room upon my bed and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur over your threshold. Okay, one by one, Shylock is numbering and telling what all things Antonio had done. Okay, so so he says, okay, you are coming to me and telling that you need some money. Okay, and then he said, what did he then do? The next thing, okay, uh, the next allegation against Antonio was that you did void your room. Room means saliva. You just void, okay, you just made it happen to fall the room on my beard means, okay, in a simple way you can say that he spat upon his beard. See, that is on his face. Before we just read that he had spat on his gabardine, his Jewish robe, his dress, and now it is said that Antonio had spat on his beard, that means on his face, and fought me as you spurn a stranger cur. And then what did Antonio do? Antonio just kicked him. Okay, food. Okay, food me. That means what you do with the food. Okay, kick. Okay, that's what he just kicked him. Antonio kicked Shylock. Okay, and turned him out just like you turn a stranger, a street dog out of your threshold, out of your house. Okay, if a street dog comes to your house, how you kick that dog out of your house? In the same way, Antonio kicked Shylock. Okay, that's what he says. In the same manner, Antonio kicked him. As for me, as you spurn a stranger, cur. Cur means dog. Over your threshold, over your doorsteps. See, you should understand this clearly, okay? Shylock did not go to his house. He says that just like Antonio kicks a dog from his doorstep, he had kicked Shylock. I hope you understood. Money is your suit. What should I say to you? Now he says, okay, now you want my money. Money is your need now. Now, what should I say to you? Should I not say, have the dog money? So he's now okay. Now the ball is in his court, is it? So he says, what should I say now? Had the dog money? Should I say like this? Has the dog got money? Because why does he say like this? Because Antonio has called Shylock a dog. So that's why he asked him, had the dog money? Has the dog got money to lend you? Is it possible? A cur can lend 3,000 ducats? So he asked him, is it possible for a street dog to lend you 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low and in a boatman's key, with bated breath and whispering humbleness, say this? So again, mockingly, Shylock says, okay, now, or should I bend low, or should I, yes, bow down before you in a boatman's key, means like a slave, like a servant, or lower than that, like a slave. Okay, and with and bated breath means in a whispering voice, in a humble whisper. Should I say like this? What? Fair sir, you spit on me on Wednesday last. You spurn me such a day. Another time you call me dog. For these courtesies, I'll lend you thus such monies. Look at that, how he mocked, made fun of, yes, Antonio. Okay, so he says that, okay, should I say like this? For all this you have done. Okay, fair sir. Last Wednesday, what did you do? Last Wednesday, you kicked me out. Okay, you kicked me. Then another time you called me a dog. And for all this kindness, okay, for all this good things, should I lend you? Or okay, for all the good things that you have done to me, I will lend you monies. So Shylock was waiting for a chance to ask all this, okay, and so he mockingly asked for all these good things. That means mockingly he says, okay, for calling him bad words and kicking him and spitting on him. For all this, should he lend money? Antonio, I am as like to call thee so again. So Antonio is very adamant. He says, very stubbornly, he says that, see, Shylock, I'm just likely to call you again all this. It's not good, is it? Antonio says that he will call him again like this and spit on thee again to spurn thee too. So Antonio says he has not stopped, or he will again spit on him. He will again kick him. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not as to thy friends. So he says, see, if you are lending the money, lend it not as to a friend. Because Antonio says that he is not Antonio's friend. Shylock is not Antonio's friend, and they are like enemies. So he says, Shylock doesn't need to lend money as to a friend. For because when did friendship take a breed for barren metal of his friend? Because when did friends start taking what? Taking interest for the money they give to their friend. Okay, if you lend, okay, if people lend some money to their friends for their immediate need, nobody will ask for what? Interest. So that's what he says. When did friends take a breed for barren metal? Barren metal here is the money. The money will not, barren means, not fertile. You might have studied barren land. That means it won't produce anything. You won't get any produce from the barren land. So here barren metal, the metal that which, okay, in olden times, this currency, okay, money is, okay, currency is was made of gold, copper, silver, like that. So that's why he says barren metal, this metal will not produce anything. So uh, he tells that friends, when they lend money, they will not take a breed for barren metal. Okay, they will not take interest, but lend it rather to thine enemy. So Antonio makes it clear that if Shylock gives, or if Shylock lends money to Antonio, lend him like he lends to an enemy, who, if he break, thou mayest with better face exact the penalty. Okay, and then one more thing he adds. What did he say? So if he breaks, okay, that means if he is not able to give the money back in the specific period, okay, that means they were asking this loan for how many months? 3 months. Okay. So if he fails to give back the money in 3 months, exact the penalty. So Antonio says Shylock can take the penalty. Okay. So you know what penalty is. If you don't pay fees, okay, and or if for the exam, or not in the school, like for the university exams, or if you don't pay the electricity bill or water bill, okay, we have to pay the penalty. That means fine. Okay, so here he says that if he fails to pay the money in the specified time, that is in 3 months, Shylock can take the penalty. Okay, Shylock, why? Look you, how you storm. So Shylock says, oh, now you are becoming angry? Why are you becoming so angry now? I would be friends with you and have your love. So he says, see, why are you becoming angry like this? See, I want to be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Okay, so he is ready to forgive and forget. So he says he will forget the shameful things that Antonio has done to Shylock. Forget the shames. See, there may be like, or the questions can be asked like, how did Antonio insult Shylock, or what are the insults that Shylock has undergone? Okay, so he says he is ready to forget the shames that he has stained him with. Okay, that was actually a stain on him. Supply your present want. Okay, so supply your present want. What is that present want? The immediate need. Okay, so he says he is ready to forget all the shames that, or all the insults from Antonio, and okay, and give him with the, or supply his present want, the immediate need. The immediate need. What is the immediate need here? The 3,000 ducats. And take no doit. And he says that he will not take even a doit. So here doit means, see, in our currency we may say the lowest in value, that is a paisa. We say there is no 5 paisa, 10 paisa and all now. Okay, 50 paisa you may see. So maybe that is the lowest. Paisa or baisa. In Gulf countries and all, they say baisa, paisa. So that's what, even a pie. Okay, so he says that he does not want to take even a pie as interest, and take no doit of usance for my monies. So Shylock says that he will not take a pie, even a pice, for the money that he is going to lend. He won't take even a doit as interest for the money that he is going to lend to Antonio. And you will not hear me. This is kind I offer. So he says, see, this is the kindness I offer to you. Okay, you listen to me. This is the kindness. So this is the kindness that he offers to whom? Antonio. Okay, so this is what Shylock tells. Shylock got a chance to, okay, or tell about his grievances, or how Antonio had insulted him. Okay, so he says now Antonio has come for his help, and he says, this is the kindness I offer you. Okay, children, and how did Antonio insult Shylock? Okay, you have learned. Okay, Shylock was abused many times and often at the Rialto about his money lending business. And then Antonio has called him a dog, a misbeliever, and then he has spat. Okay, he spat on his gabardine and on his face, that is on his beard, and then he has kicked him just like he kicks a stray dog out of his house. These are some of the insults. Okay, please read the textbook, and okay, I will send you the notes later. I think one more page, or okay, 1.5 pages there to complete this scene. So in the by next class I will complete this scene, then only we'll be able to take the next term portions. Okay children, bye till we meet in the next class. Okay, read the textbook thoroughly.